Hello? Okay. Hi, everyone. Okay. Hannah Montana once said, "You can change your hair, and you can change your clothes. You can change your mind, that's just the way it goes. You can say goodbye, and you can say hello, but you'll always find your way back home." Now, this might be a silly song lyric to you, but to me this represents EMSA. EMSA has not only become a second home to me, but also a second family. No matter how many times we said goodbye and came back year after year with new haircuts and new clothes, we picked up right where we left off. As most of you know by now, I did not have a traditional Jewish upbringing. I went to Sunday school because my older sister did, and I celebrated Hanukkah because my parents said we didn't celebrate Christmas. I fasted once a year and went to services because my parents told me that was just what we did. And, well, that was pretty much it. That's as Jewish as I got. Like most little girls, what I wanted to be the most when I grew up was my big sister. So, I followed her footsteps in pretty much everything I did. When I turned 13 and had my bat mitzvah, you can imagine how excited I was to be like my big sister and join Tosidum. I went to Kadima Kinus when I was in 8th grade, and that's where I found my love and passion for USY and my religion. Not only did I now know why I celebrated these holidays, but I wanted to keep learning more and embrace my religion. I remember looking at the REB that year and thinking I wanted to be just like them. More specifically, I wanted to be just like Demi Fine, the nice girl that came into my room and talked to me and sat by me at lunch. Fast forward to my sophomore year, I attended my first convention and fell in love with EMSA even more. The next year, following in the footsteps of Demi Fine, I ran for REB as the membership Kadima vice president. Being on board junior year and getting to meet so many new people was an experience I wouldn't change for the world. Fast forward another year, and I became the president of the region. If I could tell my 12-year-old self that she would become the president of EMSA region one day, I don't think she would believe me. Last year, around this time, there were many questions up in the air. We found out that Ann Hope was leaving, and there was no replacement for her. This brought the new board concern, but we went into summer and hoped for the best. When August came around, it came time to establish RGBs and chairs for conventions. With still no replacement for Ann, Mark Stender stepped in and led our board. Only a few weeks later, Mark got transferred to other regions, and Denise came to us. We began everything under Denise, and I'm so grateful for that. Due to ongoing conditions of the world and schedule conflicts, a board retreat was not in the books for this year's regional board. Without really knowing each other, the board and co-chairs, Aiden Bricker and Abby Gold, jumped into planning the first convention of the year. Denise was not able to be with us for this convention, and so Darren and other incredible USY staff stepped up and filled in to help our region. With weekly meetings and hard work, we were ready to head up to Camp Friendship and begin the weekend. With the biggest convention since 2019, EMSA's Fall Convention Keynote was amazing. Hosted at the lovely Camp Friendship in Minnesota, the Nickelodeon-themed weekend held 147 EMSA Nicks. This was the perfect way to come back from 2 years of COVID and uncertainty. With amazing programs and participation, we had a weekend that will never be forgotten. USYers even got the chance to go to Nickelodeon Universe at the Mall of America for a night out event and had the best time. Aviva Flower planned an incredible door scavenger hunt around Camp Friendship that even a snowstorm couldn't stop. Only 2 weeks after Keynote, the REB and Bowsy board began planning a bagel-themed winter shop that was being held in St. Louis, hosted by Bowsy. With a few bumps in the road, EMSA headed to the great state of Missouri, which I now know is real, for winter shop. We had 43 amazing teens join us for the weekend. EMSA headed to the St. Louis Museum, where I overcame my fear of heights, and we donated bags with supplies to a homeless shelter. With an epic Tikkun Olam karaoke, EMSA Knicks showed off their singing talents. Special thanks to the amazing Bowsy board, our co-chairs Samara, Lily, and Lisa for an amazing weekend with even better weather. While planning winter shop, Mitchell Smith, the rest of the REB, co-chairs Ellie and Sarah, and our team leaders Aiden Bricker and Tal Rath, were busy planning the incredible guest talk. This was the first Gesher Kinu since 2019. Hosted by KCUSY, Guest Talk Sorry, just give me a second, sorry. Okay. Guest Talk had 61 amazing 6th to 8th graders that... Sorry, I'm very emotional right now. Okay. "61 amazing 6th to 8th graders that learned about EMSA and got to experience it for themselves. It was so amazing that almost every single 8th grader that was there came back for this weekend. Thank you to Ben for hosting and planning such an unforgettable weekend. As most of you remember, there was uncertainty about whether we were going to have a spring co-op or not. When I first heard there was a possibility I wouldn't get to have my senior spring co-op, I was devastated. Thankfully, Denise is the coolest person in the world and got us a spring co-op. And now, thanks to Ethan, Benji, and the rest of the REB, with the last convention of the year and a wrap-up of my senior year, I stand in front of 100 amazing, incredible USYers that have become my family. Although there are many ups and downs and uncertainties this year, I wouldn't have traded this year for anything, and can't begin to thank you all enough for it. But I'm going to try my best. First off, the biggest and most important thank you goes to my parents. Thank you for letting me be a part of USY and supporting my journey through all of it. Thank you for paying for my conventions and my flights and listening to my constant ideas and rants. You two have been my biggest support system my whole life, and I wouldn't be the person I am today without you. Thank you to all the youth directors for everything you have done. Thank you for always being there to support me or just listen when I had something to say. Every single one of you has made an impact on my life, and I'm forever thankful for that. To Tussie, although small, we are mighty. Thank you, Tussie and Temple of Erin, for getting me into USY. I'll never forget the musicals we had or lock-ins before the Purim Carnival. Josh, thank you for being a mentor to me since I was 7 and for always looking out for me. I'm forever grateful for my Tussie family, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. Ann Hope. Although Ann Hope is not working with USY anymore, Ann was the first person to truly welcome me into EMSA and made sure I had a place that felt like home. Thank you for being there when I needed it and for always supporting me. I'm so thankful for the time I got to spend with you last year and miss you dearly. Denise. Oh, Denise. There aren't enough words I can say to properly thank you. You're always there for me no matter the time of day. Okay. Thank you for always answering my FaceTime calls when I just need to rant to someone and for genuinely caring about how I'm doing. This year would not have been possible without you, and I'm so happy that you were with us. I love our texts during the school day and our FaceTime calls like cleaning my room. I'll miss them so much next year. My REB. Wow, we did it. We had an incredible year. None of it could have happened without any of you. I'll be honest, the start of the year was a little rough, since not many of us were close, but after staying up till 3 a.m. and laying on the floor at Keeney's together, we quickly became friends and made it an incredible year. None of this would have been possible without any of you, so thank you. Thank you for everything you did this year. You guys are some of the most hardworking people I know, and I wish everyone so much luck next year. I'm gonna miss you like crazy. Alana Boyer. My VP, my right-hand man, the salt to my heart. Thank you for being one of my closest friends since freshman year. I have loved every single moment we have spent together and wouldn't trade them for the world. Thank you for being the best VP a girl could ask for and for correcting all my spelling errors. Thank you for always being there when I just need to talk and for helping me change my bandage moods at Keeners last year. I'm gonna miss you like crazy, but I know you're just a phone call away. Have the greatest time that you want next year. I know you're gonna kill it. Aviva. You're genuinely the nicest person I've ever met. I'm so glad we got so much closer this year, because I can't imagine not knowing you. I'll never forget waking up at Alana's house, being so confused about how we ended up next to each other. Thank you for always making me laugh and being there to talk. Your commitment to your programs never failed to amaze me, and I'm so proud of everything you have accomplished. Leo. Who's Leo? Oh, okay. Leo, you are amazing. I'm so proud of all you have accomplished, and I'm so excited to see you thrive next year. Seeing your passion shine in your programs and how passionate you are about Sato is so incredible, and I hope you will always continue to show them. One time you told me that you looked up to me when I was on board last year, and I've never forgotten that. Now it's your turn to shine and have others look up to you. You're gonna kill it, and I wish you nothing but the best. You know I'm always just one phone call away if you need anything. Alana Weiser. Alana, I went into this year not really knowing much about you, but boy am I glad that changed. You have become one of my closest friends, and I'm so grateful for that. Thank you for not only killing it during services, but being there for anything that I needed. Our nightly recaps over FaceTime when I'm half asleep will be missed dearly. I love our schemes to get people to come to convention. It worked, by the way. And our endless conversations about the most random stuff. I have loved being able to get to know you more and more. You have become one of my favorite people, and I'm so happy that happened. I can't imagine what my life would be like without you. You're going to have the greatest time in Israel, and I expect many visits in your back. Shira. My sport-loving ginger friend. You amaze me every single day. Your passion for everything you do shows so much, and it is so amazing watching you do it. You are such a sweet human being, and I'm so happy I met you. I'm really glad we don't hate each other anymore, because my life would suck without you. Never stop being your smiley, goofy, loving self. I'll miss our cuddles more than anything. Every time college would be brought up this year, Shira would say she didn't know where she was going, even though she only applied to one school. So with that being said, have the best time at KU next year. Oh. Mitchell. Last but oh certainly not least, Mitchell Smith. Mitchell, little Mitch. You are amazing. Whenever you are around, I can never stop laughing. You always know how to brighten everyone's mood and change a crappy day into a great one. Please never, ever stop being you, because you're one of the best people I know. Okay. Oh. Thank you for always making me laugh on our calls, even when I definitely shouldn't have been. I always tell you this, but I'm so impressed with the person you have become and how you have grown as a person in just 1 year. I'm so proud of everything you have accomplished, and I know you're going to absolutely kill it next year. I'm leaving the region in the best hands, and I'm so proud of you for it. I'm going to miss you like crazy. If you ever find yourself in Minnesota, please visit me. Senior class. Growing up with all of you has been the greatest experience. I've loved watching each and every one of you grow into strong, independent people, and I'm so excited to see what next year brings for all of you, and wish you nothing but the best. Thank you for the best 4 years. Abby and Aiden. See, thought you weren't going to get mentioned. Oh. Thank you for becoming some of my closest friends, even though it might have taken 4 years for Aiden to come out of the room. Oh. Okay. Lastly, thank you, Emsa. Without you guys, nothing would be possible, and I wouldn't get to do the stuff I love the most. There's a famous quote that goes, "Home is where the heart is." And I don't think that could be any more true. A home is a place where the people you love are. A place that makes you happy, a place where you can be yourself and nobody will judge you for that. Emsa is my home and where my heart is. Thank you for believing in me and trusting me to be your president this past year. It has been the greatest honor. Getting to know each and every one of you has been the best time of my life, and I'm so lucky to have known you all. To the 8th and 9th graders. I know you all want to grow up, but please enjoy your time in EMSA and don't rush it. It will pass in the blink of an eye. Cherish the friends you make and all the moments you share. These will be some of the best memories of your teen life. As for me, next year I will be attending the University of Minnesota. I'm not fully sure what I'll be majoring in, but something along the lines of either business or law are definitely in my future. I will continue being involved in the Jewish community, and my passionate love for USY will continue to live in me. To quote the icon, the legend, the musical genius, Hannah Montana, "We might be apart, but I hope you know You'll be with me wherever I go. Thank you for the best 5 years, Ensa, and Shabbat Shalom.